The Marvel Studios CMF wave has some of the best Marvel minifigures we've ever gotten, but not all of them are perfect. In this video, we are going to discuss 5 ways that you can upgrade the Marvel CMF. This video contains spoilers for Doctor Strange 2, Loki, and What If. Hey guys, and welcome back to the Minifig Maker. Thank you so much for 200 subs. As a special, I put together this quick little video on upgrading the LEGO Marvel CMF line. A quick little disclaimer before we get started. One of the mocks here is based on Multiverse of Madness, and it's a pretty lurid death scene. If you were allowed to watch the death scenes in Multiverse of Madness and your parents were fine with it, or if you are over 12, because I know a few of you are kids, then I'm fine if you watch the video. But if you don't do well with blood or violence, or are a kid around ages 7 through 11, please click away so that you don't get emotionally scarred. But with all that said, let's get straight into the video. Have you ever wanted to elevate your figures and make them look nice but don't know how? Well, one thing you can do is build a display based on an iconic scene that the character was in. Right now, I'm building T'Challa Gets the Orb. All you need for this is a few stair pieces, and obviously a raged silver piece to simulate the orb. You can just use a stud, but I prefer to use this piece that you can get from the old Age of Ultron Attack on Avengers Tower set. Or, for Zombie Captain America, you can build the train scene. Just add a few red studs to simulate drops of blood, just to match the aesthetic. Don't overdo it, of course. And also, you have to use some upside down building techniques for the handlebars. But that's basically it. And for Captain Carter, you can actually make 2 displays. You can make one based on that one What If scene from What If Captain Carter was the first Avenger, where she's on the mountain or, if you want, you can make one based off of Multiverse of Madness with her new outfit. For this, you're gonna need to take one of these trans clear lamppost pieces and stick it upside down to her shield. Then add a red stud to there, and then add 2 red studs to the top and bottom. Then, you're going to slide this through the figure. Look, it looks just like her. You can adjust the tilt, the distance, and if you push down on it, it even splits in half. Here's how I made my display for the Illuminati room. You're gonna need this piece to make the shield stick inside, because it has that ridge. And then, you're also going to need something to fasten it to the bottom, which is why I use this piece with a hinge, so that you can just attach the studs to the bottom. So now we're going to fasten it in and see how it goes. Up. So fragile. Just falls. Let's retry that. We've fastened it together now. Now we're going to keep splitting in half. Come on. Keep yourself together. Anyway, moving on. That is basically the display. I am really proud of the way that the display looks, and the feel of it too. I think it really looks like the Illuminati room. You know, after I saw this scene in the theater, it really left my opinion of this movie divided. No, come on guys. Tough crowd. Anyway, moving swiftly along to the next section. Sylvie, everybody. LEGO really messed up the Sylvie figure, in my opinion. In the series, she has some really complicated costume design. She's got a black cloak with a green texture inside, a really nice metallic sword, and some other accessories. The only thing LEGO did for her was her horns and her armor, but they didn't add the cloak, which is something that bugs me. See, in the show, she only has her horns when she has her cloak. She loses the horns before she loses the cloak. So if LEGO is going to add the horns, why not add the cloak? For this upgrade, you'll need the torso and horns from the official minifigure. Here's a quick look at all the pieces that I used to make this figure. For her head, you can use Firestar Toys Awesome Replacement Head. This is not sponsored by Firestar Toys, obviously. Or if you don't have that, you can use the head for Katie from the recent Shang-Chi sets. For her legs, I like to use the Death Trooper black legs for that extra bit of detail. For her sword, you can use this golden lightsaber handle for the hilt. And for the blade, you can use this Ninjago curved katana. Really, any silver katana works. Finally, the cape. You're going to start off with this dark green cape for the base, and then you're going to take 2 of these trimmed black capes. You're going to brush glue in between on the edges and then align them together, and that basically gives you your cape. You put the dark green one on the bottom, obviously, and then you put those 2 black ones on top. Her cape isn't really much of a cape, it's more of a shawl, I felt, so I made it look like this. You can choose to make it look whichever way you want, I just prefer it to look like this. And that's basically the figure. For her display, you can make the TVA elevator. You're going to use this base black piece with the studs on the side, with the front, and along the edges to make those doors. So the inside has this black and gold trim, but it also has this orange on the edges of the doors. So I just used a bunch of orange plates and bricks, and then a tile on each edge so that it finishes off smoothly. And that's basically how I made it. Then I added some golden trim around the sides, some flooring, and that was pretty much it. I think it looks a lot like the TVA elevator, doesn't look exactly spot on, but I still think it does the job. And now we have the real star of the Loki show, Loki Gator. But LEGO, of course, didn't do him right either. They just gave us this basic green alligator. So what you're going to need now is these 2 small golden horn pieces and this golden binocular piece. And I'm pretty sure you can guess what we're going to do with these. And that's Loki Gator. Another short one, but I think you'll really like this one. This Redwing design is based off of Captain America Civil War, but you can change the color to fit whichever design you like best. For the nose cone, you're going to need this bracket piece, and for the wings, you're going to need these 2 light gray bracket pieces that face down. And then you're going to need 4 cheese slopes, and you're going to add 2 to the front, and then add 2 dark red studs. Finish the tips off with those light gray cheese slopes. Then, top it off with a 1x2 dark red tile and a 1x2 dark gray cheese slope. Now, you can use this model as a display to go along with any of your Falcon figures. Finally, we have some other upgrades that you can give to your figure, either using parts from the Marvel CMF to upgrade other figures, or using parts not from the Marvel CMF to upgrade the Marvel CMF. First off is Captain Carter. Her hairstyle changes in Doctor Strange 2, so I prefer to use the Wonder Woman hairpiece for this new updated look. And if you hurry, there's a sale at a few online retail stores where all Captain Carter figures are half off. Okay, so your host was fired, and now your uncle Amesh is here to host the rest of this video. Okay, so LEGO released this new figure for Spider-Man. Not my boy Pavitr Prabhakar, sadly, but white boy Spider-Man will have to do. So, if you have one of these homecoming suits, you can use a custom homecoming suit, and you can put the head on the Tom Holland Spider-Man face, and now you can also give him a piece of rubble to emulate that one scene, my favorite scene from Spider-Man Homecoming. Or you can make a display based on this one scene from Coney Island when Coney Island and Spider-Man are burning. Now Lego Spider-Man is burning. Also, if you want to make a battle-damaged or bloody shield, like that one shield from when John Walker went psycho, you can use the piece for Zombie Captain America. It already has the battle damage printed on. And if you want to make Redwing look like he's flying, you can use those trans-clear posable pieces. Here are a few poses that I used for my Captain America Sam Wilson figure. Now, let's wrap this video up. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. Remember that my showcases for Thor Love and Thunder and She-Hulk are coming soon, so subscribe if you would like to see those. I still have 2 full figures to make for Thor Love and Thunder, so that video might be a bit delayed, but the She-Hulk video should still be on time. If you haven't watched much on the channel, I suggest watching my tutorial video on how to make Moon Knight's crescent darts. I go over 2 ways that you can make his crescent darts, one for experienced painters and one that is relatively simple. Also, since you got this far, comment down below, what's your favorite figure from the new CMF wave? I like talking to you guys. This has been the Minifig Maker, and always remember, good art takes time, so never stop creating.